Hello friends, today's topic is food stamps rant part 3. Let's rant.
Y'all are a bunch of cowards, okay? To the people who are making TikToks, degrading people on food stamps and making fun of them for not being able to get food stamps for November because the government shut down, you're a bunch of cowards, because every video I've seen about it, your stitches are turned off, your duets are turned off, some of you have limited commenting capabilities. You know what you're saying is garbage, and yet you're saying it anyways. I don't know what's up with my hair right now. I'm about to go to a hair appointment, but I don't get food stamps, okay? Currently do not get food stamps. We eat a lot of sourdough bread that I make at home, like 2 loaves a day. We eat lots of beans, lots of rice, lots of eggs, lots of potatoes, lots of oats. We don't eat a lot of meat in this house because of food costs. There are a couple things I have seen people say, but I don't remember if I mentioned it. I have got food stamps in the past. So I want to make a couple things clear to you assholes that are saying these things. First of all, get Christ's name out of your bio. Get it out of there. Never once did he say anything about not feeding people who are hungry. He took the loaves and the fish and fed an entire mass of people, and yet you are bitching about food stamps. Get him out of your bio. Get him out of your mouth. You clearly don't follow him. Secondly, to the lady eating the toast, well, what'd you do with your food stamps for October? I don't know. Maybe they used them. Do you know how much food stamps people get? It's not a lot. You're still supposed to suspend your own income on food. Food stamps doesn't cover everything. Back when I was on food stamps, now they get more now, but back when I was on food stamps, I got about $75 per person in my family, which, oh, my hair, which was just enough to barely scrape by, okay? They don't give you a bunch of money when you're on food stamps. You do not get a surplus. You were also griping about this family that gets $1,100 a month, and you could make that stretch so far for your family of 2. Do you know how many family members you need to have to get $1,100 a month? I believe right now at this current point in time, that is a family of 5. So, shut up. Second of all, to the lady who was griping and saying, some of us don't qualify for food stamps. Some of us don't have that luxury. You do realize qualifying means you are not in a place of luxury, right? If you don't qualify, that means this person is even worse off than you. As hard as you have it right now, they have it even worse. It's not about, buying food is hard, so I need food stamps. It's about, I can't buy food. Every bit of my money goes to housing, goes to clothing, goes to my utility bills. I have nothing left for food. That is the people food stamps are for. If you are able to buy food and it's just really hard right now, yeah, you don't qualify for food stamps. Wrap your head around that. There are people that are worse off than you. To those of you that say, go get a second job, go get a third job, go get a fourth job. You get more jobs if you can't put food on the table. Who is taking care of the kids during that time? Are you paying for the child care while that parent is at work? Are you then going to bitch and gripe when that child goes to prison later because they didn't have a present parent in the home? Because their parent was working so many jobs? It's about balance. I'm more than happy to have my tax money go to put food in a child's belly so that they can be raised by their mother and not by multiple daycare centers. It's not hard. It's really not hard to have compassion for people. And like I said, I was on food stamps. I was a single mom of 2 children. For those of you that don't know, those of you seeing this the first time, one of those children was a product of rape, and I chose to not abort that baby. I kept that baby because I don't think abortion is a good answer for a lot of things, and my baby did not deserve to die for the sins of their sperm donor. So I became a single mom totally against I didn't choose that. Anyway, we were planning to settle down and have a family, and he fucking left. He just left. So I stopped trusting men until I met my husband, and then we had a baby after we got married, and yada, yada, yada. But I was a single mom of 2 kids. So you're telling me my kids should have just starved? That I shouldn't have had food stamps? They should have just starved? It's mind-boggling to me. Are there people that abuse food stamps? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. I've known some in person. I've known people who are like, I need to have another baby because I need more food stamps. Like, it's disgusting. But those are the minority. You want to punish children who have hardworking, loving parents that are doing their best for them. You want to punish them and not put food in their bellies just because some Joe Schmo over here is abusing the system. You want that person to suffer because that person's not doing the right thing. Are you kidding me? You being the same people that don't want police officers defunded just because a couple of them shot people they shouldn't have? You don't want to condemn all police officers because a couple of them were bad? You want to condemn all food stamp recipients because a couple of them are bad? Really? Make it make sense, because it don't make sense. I had another point I wanted to make, but I just got myself all riled up. So, go read your Bible. Go read your freaking Bible, because you're just being... Jesus would be flipping so many tables over and calling you so many names. This isn't it. This isn't it. This is... I can't believe this is the America I live in. Oh, you know what? I remembered the last point. Stop telling people to keep their legs closed and not having children they can't afford. Because my youngest was born in 2020. So I got pregnant in 2019. In 2019, if I scroll through my Walmart app where I order my groceries from, and I reorder an order from 2019 to now, it goes from $120-something for a week of food for my family of 5 at that point in time, to now, it is over $500 for that same grocery order. When I had the children, I could afford them. When I had them, I could put the food in their belly on my own. When I had them, we were eating lots of meat and lots of fresh vegetables, and we barely touched beans or rice, okay? Stop telling people don't have kids you can't afford, when just a few years ago, our grocery system and inflation and how our cost of living looked vastly different than it does now. So not only was one of those babies a product of rape, which you don't want me to abort, right? I believe the same thing for the most part, but I'm not going to judge women who made a different choice than me. So somebody could force themselves on a woman. She has a baby. She can't abort the baby. And then when she can't feed the baby that she didn't even try to have, you're going to tell her she just shouldn't have laid down. She don't need no food stamps. I'm rambling at this point. I'm done. Y'all suck. Y'all suck.
I am all for helping people for a short time, but for a long time, well, that's a different story. What do you think? Comment down below, and thank you for watching.